Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV, and today I am reviewing the highly anticipated final album in the trilogy from Green Day. It's called TRE, and it's being released December 11th of this year. So that marks 3 Green Day albums that have been released within the same year, 2012. The original release date for TRE was in January, but it was moved up due to the fact that Billy Joe is still in rehab and they're not able to tour right now. And Mike and Trey said that they wanted to give something to the fans, for, sticking with them through all this. And so they moved up the release date of TRE to December. Now, I'll go ahead and explain it again. Uno, Dos, and TRE. Each one of the albums is kind of supposed to be like getting to the party, actually arriving at the party and being at the party, and then the after party or the cool down. And that's what we've got here with TRE, which is described as more of the cool down, the after party. And it's not just a collection of slow songs or anything like that, like I think some people were thinking. I mean, I myself at times thought, like, is this going to be a collection of just slower paced songs? That's not the case at all. There are some slower songs, and there's also some wonderfully different songs on this album. I feel like I need to go track by track through the album because that's the only way I can really do it justice. So let's go ahead and start off with the opening track, Brutal Love. Brutal Love kicks off the album with a slower pace, but it slowly starts to shift gears and progressively develops into this kind of retro-inspired jam. Now, it really reminded me of something that I just could not place. I was like, what does this song remind me of? And I finally found what I was looking for, and it reminds me of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, originally sung by the legend Elvis Presley. Now, I don't want it to come off sounding like, I don't think this is an original song or they're not being creative here. No, I think this is a very creative and well done song. It's become one of my overall favorites on TRE. The vibe it gives off is unlike anything I've really ever heard from the band, and it's quite nice. Missing You is a faster paced song that's second on the album. It's one of the most lyrically solid songs on the album. It's definitely telling a story here. He's pretty much telling about a guy who's looking all over the place. He can't find what he's looking for. He even looked under the bed, but what he's missing is you. The song's got a lot of solid riffs going in the background, and there's even a slick bass solo. How could you hate that? 8th Avenue Serenade starts off interestingly enough. There's just a nice little jam that kind of opens it up with a nice little riff, and then it just kind of dies off, and for just a split second there, I was thinking, wow, that was the shortest Green Day song ever. But that thought flew away as soon as the song crashed back in. Now, I don't know what it is about this song in particular. There's a few songs on the album that have, dare I say, a Nimrod type vibe to them. I don't know what it is about this song in particular, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. It must be kind of the way the instrumentation is done. Now, 8th Avenue Serenade is not one of their greatest songs ever or anything like that, but it is very strong instrumentally. I really like the way the backing vocals were done, and while it's not one of my overall favorites on the album, I wouldn't say, it's still a very well done song. Drama Queen is the 4th track on the album, and it's one that I'm kind of on the fence about. I don't really know how to feel about it. It's more of an acoustic-driven song, acoustic guitar and piano, and lyrically it's interesting. It's telling the story, I believe, personally, of a daughter, a father watching his daughter grow up and, kind of turn into an adult, I guess, or at least get to the age where she can, fend for herself against the world. But, the first few listens, I'm listening to this song, and the lyric, everyone's drama queen is she's old enough to bleed now. I'm wondering the first couple times I'm hearing it, like, is this talking about, like, the first time his daughter got her period or something? X-Kid is up next, and it's one that really did not jump out to me at first, but it's definitely grown on me with repeated listens. There were a handful of songs that really just didn't grab my attention too much the first time, but I've definitely come around on this one and several others since my first listen of TRE. While I don't see it as one of my overall favorites from the entire trilogy, I do see it as one of my favorites from TRE that has definitely, worked its way up on my favorites list. And my favorite parts and most enjoyable parts of the song for me are the insightful lyrics that are kind of reminiscent of youthful days, as well as the well-played guitar and the solo that just kind of tops it all off. Ah yes, now we get to the song that has quite possibly the best title on the album. It's up for competition, but Sex, Drugs, and Violence. First thing I noticed about this song, the incredibly catchy chorus. If you love Green Day especially, and even if you're just a casual listener, it's hard not to be tapping your foot and singing along after a few listens to this song, especially when it gets to the chorus each time. Plus, there's your signature awesome Green Day guitar solo that's thrown in there, and Mike, the bassist, sings lead for a few seconds, and that was quite interesting to me. Little Boy Named Train is the 7th track on the album, and it's lyrically my least favorite overall. The chorus is just kind of dull and kind of repetitive to me, and while it is partially, redeemed by great guitar work and some nice drumming, I just, overall I'm not really feeling it too much. I can't really get into this track too much because the lyrics are kind of the downfall. I mean, Billy Joe has written songs at least 2,000 light years better than this song. Kerplunk reference. I know, it was a cheap joke. Now we get to one of my personal favorites, possibly my second favorite overall on TRE. It's called Amanda. Wow, this song just really drew me in right off the bat, and it's grown on me more and more with each listen. Some of the best guitar and drum work is done right here on this song, from the entire album really, and it's really a highlight of the trilogy in my opinion. It's short, powerful, fast, and catchy. Green Day really struck gold here with this song. The whole song comes together beautifully, and it's probably the easiest listen and goes down the smoothest on the entire album, TRE. Walk Away is another one of my not so favorites. It's not that entertaining. The chorus is, lyrically weak. But now I'm excited because we're on to Dirty Rotten Bastards, which is my overall favorite on the entire album. The 6-minute plus epic is just epic. There's no other way to describe it, really. It's so many changes in pace and style throughout the song. It reminds you of something like Jesus of Suburbia from American Idiot, or possibly American Eulogy from 21st Century Breakdown. It's just all over the place. The bass is going, holy shit, that bass is just, I can't, how does Mike move his fingers that fast? But it's just going nuts on the bass. The guitar solo is wicked. Billy Joe gets angry and he starts singing extremely fast. The lyrics are quite entertaining to listen to, really, and I can't wait till I learn the entire song and I'm able to sing along with it at the top of my lungs like I do when Jesus of Suburbia comes on these days. Now the guitar solo on Dirty Rotten Bastards, my god, it's probably one of the best they've done in quite a long time. I just don't see, if you're a Green Day fan, I really don't see you disliking this track. I really don't see that being a possibility. The song's changes in pace are done so smoothly you barely even notice them. It's definitely one of the highlights from the entire trilogy, and it really stands tall as one of Green Day's best songs to date. 99 Revolutions, You're Up Next, and you've got a lot to live up to after Dirty Rotten Bastards. Now, this song is one of my overall favorites, probably one of my overall top 5 favorites from TRE, and it's just hard to listen to after Dirty Rotten Bastards for me, because it's not quite as good in my opinion. That's just me, but really, I think this song is one that I enjoy listening to more on its own, like a single or something. Like, I wouldn't mind hearing 99 Revolutions on the radio, or just like picking it out and listening to it in a playlist by itself or something, because that way it's a lot more epic. Now, the guitar work on this song in particular is excellent, and especially at the ending, it just really crashes. It goes out on a bang, for sure, and that's the way that Green Day likes to do it sometimes, and it ends epically. The first time I heard this song was in the movie The Campaign. It was featured in the credits. It wasn't a full song, but still, you got to listen to a Green Day song a few months ahead of time, and I thought that was really cool. Okay, haters, now it's time for your favorite song. We're going to talk about your favorite song, the last song on the album. It's called The Forgotten. And oh my god, it was used in the Twilight soundtrack. They've sold out. Oh my god, I can't listen to Green Day anymore because they're in the Twilight soundtrack. That Edward Fagg likes his music, so I can't listen to it. Okay, let's get your facts straight here. Green Day did not write the song for Twilight. Twilight requested from the band that the song be used on the soundtrack, and the band agreed. Now, if you're going to criticize it for the fact that you don't like it. you know, as a Green Day song, not for the fact where it was used. So I want to go ahead and dive into that. Now, I do like this song a lot better than I do the first time I heard it. With repeated listens, it's really grown on me. I really like the way the piano is used in the beginning. I like and how it flows kind of throughout the song, and it kind of ends on that same few piano chords. The lyrics here actually are pretty decent, although not what you would expect at all from a Green Day song. Really, same I could say for the guitar work. Even the solo doesn't quite sound like Green Day, but I respect that they're trying something different here with kind of a ballad type thing. And the guitar work is still kind of cool on the solo especially, even though it does give off a totally different vibe. And here we are, the end of the album. I must say this album's really grown on me since first listen. There's a lot more songs that stand out to me now, a lot more personal favorites, Dirty Rotten Bastards being my overall favorite, but still I'm gonna have to say that this is my personal least favorite album out of the trilogy. For me it goes in order, uno, dos, and tre, in order of favorites from the 3 albums. So this album is getting a 4 out of 5 from me, and I really am interested to hear what you guys have to say about this album in particular. So I want to know your thoughts on Tre in the comment section down below. Please subscribe above if you enjoyed this review. Do you like the new layout of you see the thing up here, the little thing right next to the subscribe button, and where the videos are? It's kind of like the channel watch page banner, as well as my new channel icon. And also, if you want to check out my page, it's updated with a new wallpaper as well. So make sure you check those things out. Subscribe to be notified of future reviews. 2012, it's been an epic year, but here it is drawing to a close. I already have my top 50 songs of the year list pretty much completed. There's a few more tweaks that I have to do to that, but that's going to be released within the next week, I believe, so look for that. All of my end of the year best of videos are coming within the next month, so make sure you be on the lookout for those. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon right here on your home for music news and reviews, Album Review TV.